So you guys know the drill. I am walking on this glorious Thursday morning, and I got to reflecting and thinking about stuff. A lot of shit has been going on the past couple of weeks. Motherfuckers been testing me, but it's all good, because guess what? I'm still alive, bitches. Still breathing and all that good stuff. In any event, so the reflection, a lot of you may not know, some of you are new, and I'm very transparent. I am currently homeless. Homeless means I do not have a permanent residence. Homeless means I do not have mortgage, rent, or lease in my name. I live pillar to post sometimes. Well, I was at one point in time, and now I am in a stable transitional housing situation. The reason for the reflection is because I never thought that I would be here. It's not like I didn't know homelessness didn't exist. I mean, I live in DC, for God's sakes. I see it all the time. And when I was younger, I always wondered, not even wondered, I said when I was in high school that I even got into the entrepreneurship strand. I was like, I'm going to open up my own homeless shelter, because I don't think people need to be out on the street. I don't care what they did, and blah, 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 blah. And so it brings me to, I never thought that I would be in this situation. You just really never know what somebody is going through. You really don't know why people are out on the street. You really don't know why people are homeless. There are a myriad of things that could have been going on. It could be, they were getting out of an abusive relationship, men and women alike. They're suffering from some form of mental illness, so they can't keep a steady job to keep their home. Some people have just given up and just are like, fuck it. Some people are veterans of war, and so their mind is not in its right state. And so, I pass by a lot of homeless people on the daily, and I see how people treat them. And I'm not to say that I've never turned my nose up to a homeless person. Even being homeless, I've turned up my nose to homeless people, simply because sometimes I think, and in fact I know, simply because being around it, people put on a good front for sympathy. I'm not doing this for sympathy. I can assure you. If I share my struggle with you, which is what I'm doing, trust me when I tell you it's not for sympathy. This is my testimony, because I know this is not the end of my story. I know this is not the end of this. I don't even know what to call it. But one thing I do know is that, you just never know what people are going through. There are a lot of women that stay in the housing that I'm in that work. Unfortunately, some of them just got their jobs, and so they're working back to get some semblance of order, so that they can get out of the house. And which is, a lot of people look at me and would not know that I struggle, because I try to put on the fake front most times. I have resting bitch face. That's never going to change. But yeah, you just never know. And I just really want y'all to be mindful of how you all are treating people. My religion is love. That, I don't know how else to categorize it, but being in this situation has made me, it's humbled me. I value things a little bit more than I used to. I've lost some things, I've gained some things, and I said all that to say, just be really mindful of the energy and the looks that you give to people, because you just never know what they're going through. Today's truth. Be mindful.